Hello everyone, my name is Rob, welcome to Kinetic Rugby League. In this video I'm going to be giving you my match review of Jamaica versus Ireland. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the losing team as normal, which was Jamaica. They put 2 points past Ireland. They completed at 82%, they had 0 line breaks and 58 missed tackles, which is the second worst so far, 2 behind Fiji. Now, in terms of the positives, I thought their scramble defence was solid. Really solid. Now, given that a lot of people were playing out of position for what they'd normally play for their clubs, the defensive structure would be lacking. But early on, first 15 minutes, they had a lot of solid efforts knocking the Irish players out of play. They came close a couple times, but their scramble defence was brilliant. They had the speed, determination, the aggression to get to those players and make sure that they didn't get tries early on. And their whole entire defensive performance was very aggressive. And that's something that they should certainly keep. I don't think they made too many mistakes defensively on that front, being aggressive. It was just holes need to be plugged, which they'll look at, they'll review the tape, and they'll improve on things. I'm not going to be too harsh about Jamaica because it's their first World Cup, first big experience on the international stage. So these are things that are going to be so important for Jamaica further down the line. For the rest of this tournament, they'll learn some valuable lessons. They'll take those into their clubs. They'll develop more. There's a few young players there. And in 4 years' time, or maybe 3 years' time from this point, a lot of those young players will have got 3 years older, a lot more experience that they can draw from the World Cup, a different level, take them to their clubs, come back for another World Cup and go again and learn some new trades, and hopefully there'll be some more Jamaican players coming through. In terms of the negatives, all I'll say is that they look sloppy at times, which is to be expected, but the only other issue was them making meters. I think it's understandable if the attacking structure isn't right, and it's very new and very difficult to understand or to execute. But my biggest concern was the lack of meters made. So when they were kicking on the last tackle, every time Ireland were pretty much starting their set from their own 40. And then by the third or fourth tackle, they were on Jamaica's doorstep. And you just can't allow that to happen. So if they find ways to make more meters, improve the kicking game, pin teams back, and not give away silly penalties, they can start to, take the fight to other teams, be a little bit closer, bring down these gaps, and obviously learn, improve over time. So I'm not going to be too harsh, but there's just a few little points that I would give to any other team. But they should be very proud of the efforts that they gave, and hopefully it doesn't deter them from putting in the same kind of shift next time. Now moving on to the winning team, which was Ireland, of course. They put 48 points past Jamaica. Now this easily could have been 60. There was 10 tries, so 10 conversions, missed 6 of them. So there's another 12 points that they definitely could have had. Definitely hit the post 3 times. They completed at 69%, which was poor, but they had 58% possession. Line breaks, they had 17 of them. Tackle breaks, 58. They had 20 offloads, but had 21 errors, but then were at a tackle efficiency of 92%. So there were so many ups and downs for Ireland. For me, it felt like a little bit like my Australia review, is there was like 5 sort of dodgy minutes and then 5 really strong minutes, and in those strong minutes, that's when they put the points on the board. But overall, they're really impressive. Really professional, really well structured. Few people to talk about. O'Hagan at hooker really set the pace in the forwards, really got the ball rolling. And then leading on to that, you had people like Keys and Myler in the spine, popping up in the right positions, being as effective as possible, drawing players in. And then you had the superstar, Luke Carey, who was constantly drawing players in. He was opening defences left, right and centre. He was quick off the mark. Typical performance that you'd expect from him. But overall, Ireland were really impressive, and I think should be fine getting out of the group stages with performances like that. Again, just clean up a couple things here and there and put in a complete performance. and they could really trouble some teams. They've got the players to do it. They've got quality everywhere. So I'm excited to see how they do in future games. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any thoughts on the Jamaica versus Ireland game, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with new content. You can also follow the social media accounts in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.